may still be clues to the real killer at the bathhouse. I hope the Duat figures you out. I should return to Sminthos.
Did you just call me the Instituto? Hello?
I
Wet,
should be cautious around here.
but it's just rock. There's no way out. Anyway, let's go and perform some cleaning duty. Deal with the Tomb Raiders. To be honest, for how he blames Romans and disrespecting the dead, the majority of tomb writings were done by Egyptians themselves. Like, when Egyptian tombs were found, most of them were already robbed. The only one that wasn't was Tutankhamun's, and the reason it wasn't robbed in the first place was because the Egyptians themselves tried to hide all the traces of the Amarna period. So let's go and kill some fascists. I don't know, to me Roman Acropolis sounds like weird. Like, guys, it's Greek, it's all Greek. It's like 99% of all olive oil trade is done by actual mafia to this day. Football organizations, they're completely and utterly corrupt. Even when what was his name? The FIFA leader got deposed, it didn't change stuff, and it appeared that UEFA is also just as corrupt. And like there was
Proibere, tuilo. Sister, confuse.
just how fucked up of a country needs to be to elect Mussolini.
Proibere, tuilo.
And people who invaded Africa, Greece, subjugated the Middle East, now suddenly becoming proud and saying we are Liga Nord because Nordic people are superior. That's the ruling party in Italy, at least it was recently. And they were completely dysfunctional because, well, they're fascists. Fascists are never functional. Like any country that tries to think it's like what not century? X? Don't ask me a question.
Heus, Yuriediniat!
Yeah. You should rush on ahead. Die, you pomidora eater. Mars? Sneakers, you fucker. I think that's the best comeback someone ever done to a Roman god. Yep, one arrow. So now where? How do we... get below? Goodbye. Go home, eat doping, play football. Huh. Like, problem for me isn't the desecration of tombs by itself, but the fact that they fucking stolen it from other country. Let Egyptians like pillage their tombs. It's their right, they build them. It's not they pillage your mafia horse races or whatever Italians done and that. Oh look. How about you just go and kill each other? Yeah. Pizza, macaroni, ravioli. It's a you, Mario. You get a bit shorter now. Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo and Raphael. Oh, Madonna, Sistina, Capella, La Caravaggio, La Tartagliera, Ninjato. Oh, one word I do know. Merda means shit.
O che sputtui! Qui est inferno!
Egyptians nowadays consider themselves Arabs. Because, well, Arabs invaded them and conquered at some point. But still, Egyptians are Egyptians. Different, quote-unquote, Arabic countries are very different. Because Libyans are still Libyans. Algerians are still Algerians. And Egyptians, of course, still are themselves. And I've heard like African Americans trying to like, claim Egyptian legacy, which is just like, it's not silly, it's a bit sad because their history was taken from them when they were taken to USA, and now they try to claim for something that's like not theirs. Like people who built the pyramids, their ancestors still live in Egypt.
The priest will be glad to see the relics returned.
Not in New Orleans. And another occupier down. Hey, they just head back. They just keep killing Italians until Egypt is completely free. But alas, Egypt just got a whole string of conquerors and liberators that became the new conquerors. The Hyksos, the Greeks, the Romans, the Arabs, the Turks, after all, the Ottoman Empire, the British then, after the First World War ended. Such are the ways of the Middle East, where three worlds, three continents, Europe, Asia, and Africa collide.
Your suspicions were well founded. The Romans took Batos' treasure.
You have the relics?
I do. They were not given the respect they were due.
Those filthy desecrators. I will keep Batos' medallion safe. Legend says if it leaves the city, so will our fortunes.
And the bow?
It longs to be in the service of Cyrenaica again. Please, keep it. And maybe teach the Romans a lesson in honoring the dead.
Huh. Gladly.
The Founder sent you to us. Farewell, Magi.
Let's take it then. Batos' bow. Precision and critical hit damage. Those two bows are quest-based. So like here, the Egyptians get used to Greeks so much, and I'm talking about the plot of the game, that they help them against Romans. And they didn't fucking stop it then. After Rome was defeated and destroyed, reduced to a tiny square called Vatican. That's what's left of Roman Empire. And let's try a different shield. I don't think this one works.
Τι συμβανέστη! Παιδες, λέξον me!
And even after it was reduced so much, they still didn't learn any humility and invaded Egypt once again, together with Germans, less than 100 years ago. They had to be Taught a lesson again. There were hundreds of Italian planes, tanks, and thousands of soldiers in Egypt. Hi, Mouse.
Bayek, did you find the killer?
Yes, the son of a prostitute. When his mother died, terrible grief overtook him. He believed Akar would not let him rest until he found his father.
He's dead?
I am sorry, Mouse. He could not be reasoned with. I have his letters. The story they tell is a tragic one.
Poor boy. Such sadness.
What will you do? Won't the Romans be searching for you?
I have a plan. A new life in Apollonia, where you can taste the sea. It is so close. Find me there if you can, Sir Bayek.
Good luck, Mouse.
Bike is impressed with the ledger, but we need to find the scroll. Yes, that's going to be the latest of the tombs. Even though I think I was there and could not pick it up. No, it was closed. It's open now. North of Apollonia, I'm next to a lifesaver. Guides in darkness and fog. I see behind it that there's something that did not heed its warning. Father of us all, Zeus. He who bears the aegis and strikes fear into the hearts of the impious. He can turn a breeze into a tempest. Your command to the heavens thunder, most glorious of all immortals. He who bears many names, nature's true sovereign and the giver of all the gifts. Father of all, mighty Zeus, we give you honor above all. So, probably the creepiest high god. It would be much nicer if he just kept his dick to his ship. Would be much nicer. Okay, we have a lot of scrolls. South of Cyrene in the Green Mountains, north of Apollonia. Katara Depression, border of Paraitonion. Green Mountains. Green Mountains. 3 of Green Mountains, only 1 north of Apollonia, next to a lifesaver. Guides in darkness and the fog. That's literally the lighthouse. Don't I have a shield with impression of Medusa or a lion or something like that? Those bracers are amazing. And I sit beside it under something that did not hit the warning of the lighthouse. A sunken ship, I presume. I do not see a sunken ship. Unless this is it. No, it's a normal ship, it actually moves. Maybe there's another lighthouse? Here's a mast. It's not really near, but that's the closest sunken ship we can see. I'll still dive down and look around.
I must be careful now.
No, I don't think there's any. Wreck anywhere near. So let's go commandeer ourselves a boat.
Oi, is maze on Nile, step to the house.
I don't think that's it. Did I misunderstand the riddle? It's under something. You know what? I'll probably Google the results. I really... Okay, I just looked it up and I was right at the riddle. I did not look close enough. It's a boat, a tiny rowboat that crashed into the rock. Here, you bastard! Now this is an upgrade of the second spear that we already have. Which we will sell. It's the strongest spear we have, quality 101, 380 damage, level 45. Let's pass the level at which we are supposed to be finishing the first deals. Right, then we go there. Hey, mister? This was rather much more complex in Revelations when you had to use bombs to whistle
This
to
place is
people.
heavily guarded.
I'm not sure about whistling and calling the guards in other games. I know that it's a very simple mechanic in stealth games. Metal Gear Solid has always had an ability to knock on walls. Like, if you came near a wall, you automatically clung to it. And
ها نتشلو ايوه هلاشن
هي يجل حرد جهوتي.
and if you pressed the attack button, Snake just goodbye.
Party orders to a slave. An expensive gathering. Bribery, expensive parties, and missing money from the treasury. This is the evidence that Leander is corrupt. But what is this about Diocles? A coup. I should warn Diocles. He could be in danger.
Iptas, 2000 drachma for services. Quote what? Timothy is the judge evidence in this case trial last awarded with 4 suckling pigs. Cadmus, he has assured me that the witness no longer feels like testifying. Great. Corruption in the court, bribing a judge with fucking piglets. Ganymedes, letter telling his family he's leaving Syene for a new life in Athens and are not to follow them. I learned Flavius' plans. Taxes will need to be increased so I can get my share. Soldiers. Free wine sex for dealing with GS. I will put an end to their blood. Basically buying soldiers with vodka. That's all way too realistic. 100,000 drachmas to Navarre Marcellus and Apollonia for the construction of rarities. 50,000 drachma Leander magistrate expenses. 10,000 drachma Villa garden renovations. 10,000 drachma payments for Leander's bodyguards. That's right. Redemption 2 was released on PC. Unfortunately, while Assassin's Creed 3 managed to make me interested in American history, I'm not too big on cowboys and shit. I never could get into westerns. Like Dollars, it was basically a remake of Kurosawa's not Rasumon, not Zatoichi, what's its name? Wait. Yojimbo, yes. Yojimbo, the samurai movie that in turn was borrowed some scenes and plot details from A Glass Key and film noir. I like noir films. I enjoyed playing LA Noir. I never finished it. I will played it with my mom because my mom likes detectives and noir in general. And Yojimbo had such better acting so much better direction, light play than the peaceful colors, the spaghetti western.
Whoa.
And the other spaghetti westerns, they have the same problem of being poor man's Kurosawa. Wow, that was a launch. Anyway, we need to move to the next area. Scroll for life, Library of Alexandria had between 40,000 to 400,000 scrolls. And all perished in a flame. I think you make digital copies of everything. A lot of digital copies. Culo. That's a butthole, right? What's up with their fucking pilums? I can't fucking pass the gate! Because their pilums take like half of my health.